Intercontinental Schools AIAASC-WASC Joint Accreditation Ceremony.
Our students will engage in thought-provoking conversation with our chief guest. This discussion promises to be enlightening. I welcome the panel members to start the discussion.
Hello sir, I am Hina of grade 8 and thank you for your insight of American syllabus. And actually I want to know about how this American syllabus is globally accepted and how will it help me to prepare for the future.
Good afternoon. My name is Barry Groves and I'm the president of the Western Association of Schools and Colleges. We accredit 5,600 schools, international schools all over the world. So our accreditation is accepted throughout the world, whether it's Singapore, UK, Germany, or the United States. Your diploma with a WASC accreditation on it will be accepted anywhere. So it's one of the values that we have, that when you get a stamp of the Western Association of Schools and Colleges, it means you're a high quality. So I'm visiting schools all around the world this month. So I've just come from China. I'm now in India, and we chose some of the very best schools to look at to benchmark our standards, to look at our standards for our schools. And I just want to congratulate all of you students. Because of you, this is one of the very best schools in the world. So congratulations to you. And as WASC, we acknowledge that.
To give you a global recognition, right, there's a little history maybe you all should know, right, how this certificate can be worldwide recognized, right? Even some countries says even the government boards are not accepted. You have to go back and get it. So what happened in 1962, US has conducted a conference for signing something called Hague Apostille, okay, wherein close to 140 plus countries signed that apostille during that event. So what happened, whoever the company is participated in that Hague Apostille signing, that is, one is WASC and there's 3 more organizations as well. So from this 4 organization, if a certificate is issued from any country, it will be accepted by all the people who signed that conference, right? That's how this certificate becomes valid worldwide. Tomorrow you're studying, let's say, Kalvi International School, Kalvi Intercontinental School in Madurai, but tomorrow you want to go to Australia or New Zealand or UK or Europe, Spain, France, US, anywhere in the world, as soon as they see the stamp of WASC in your certificate, your certificate is accepted, right? It becomes worldwide accepted. And one important advantage, one important value add through our accreditation is, so when you complete 12th standard, Ashya ma'am, which board you completed 12th grade? State board. So you got certificate from whom? Tamil Nadu government. Anyone, any other teachers from CBSE board or something? Or IGCSE? You did IGCSE. So who issued your certificate? Cambridge issued your certificate. But when, let's say Kalvi International School, once we complete the process of AIAASC joint accreditation, your 12th standard certificate will be issued by Kalvi Intercontinental School, not by any other board. How is that? Nice, right? Because you carry your school lifelong with you, because that's what we all missed. To be honest, we all love our school so much, but we don't have that in our certificate, only the government symbol. That's only body in the world who has that power to empower the school to issue their own diplomas is the American accreditors. Is that clear? And that's what makes it worldwide recognized. Okay?
Hello everyone, I am Malayarshi Shravanti of grade 7 studying at Kalvi International Public School. If I move to American curriculum, I think I lag behind the students who's already studying at American curriculum. How I can cope up myself?
That's a very, very good question. What we find out in the American system is very much more personalized to an individual student, okay? So we want every single student to reach their potential, and that's the most important thing. And when you reach your potential, we also want you to have had a taste, tried lots of different subjects, so you know really which one you want to go for when you decide to go to university, okay? So we personalize your education by personalizing the learning you receive, okay? And then personalizing the curriculum that we make available to you.
Okay, so you're saying because you've been from a different board, if you switch to American, maybe they're all better than me, I'll lag behind. So what happens as soon as you join the class, right? The first thing they do is they do an assessment, which is an international assessment, which will help your teacher and your school know what are the learning gaps you have. Okay, as soon as it identifies it, okay, I'll call you and say, see, you have all these learning gaps, so you have to do well. Is that good? No good, right? But the system, what it does is it creates a personalized learning path based on your learning gaps in a gamified way. So what you will do is from that day to the next 3 months, you will be doing that game of fulfilling all your learning gaps. So now what happens? You don't know what you don't know. Yes? You know what you know, but you don't know what you don't know. Yes? But this system identifies and tells these are the things you don't know and creates tutorial for each of the things you don't know, and it helps you learn, and as soon as you learn it, it gives you a trophy. Okay? You keep adding trophies. Let's say you start with 10 trophies, in the end you have 80 trophies. When you have 80 trophies, that means you have fulfilled 80 learning gaps of yours. How is that sounds? You'll do much better, right? So you don't have to worry about others, right? Because they have their own learning gaps, which they're also learning about. Nobody is so perfect, right? Everybody progress, so you don't have to really worry about you lacking behind, because there is a system which helps you progress, to help you achieve your potential.
Hello everybody, this is me Dwarka of grade 5 at Kalvi Intercontinental School. I would like to ask about American schools, grading and assessments, and also about American curriculum, unique teaching methods.
Good, that's a very good question. So I have experience with the American school system. First of all, I went to school there. So I was a student in the American school system. I then went to the University of California, and then I became a teacher. I was an English teacher, so I had an opportunity to teach English. Then I became a principal, and then I became president of WASC. So the curriculum, as I see difference from India, is that, again, as my colleague mentioned, it's more personalized. So not everybody is working on the same thing at the same time. Also, in terms of courses, you actually have choice in terms of some of your courses that you take. You can take different things rather than only the core courses. There are other things that are available to you. So I think the way that you're being taught, it's more than just a teacher in front of a classroom. Many times students are learning from one another. They're working with problems. They're working with different projects that they get to touch, and working with 3D computers, a variety of things. So I think that the curriculum is different, and the way that students interact with one another is different.
Hello sir, I am Pavitra of grade 8. Most of the peoples are not aware of American curriculum. In case if they have to know any information about the American curriculum, whom should they approach?
Yes, in addition to Google, so we like Google a lot where I'm from because that's where it is based. So I walk around Google all the time from my house. So it's very close. But also you can use AI, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity. There's a variety of things that you can use to get that information. The other place that is by far the best place is asking your own teachers. Asking the people on your staff here, they're familiar. If not, they'll find out. But ask your teachers.
Good afternoon all. I'm Yoga Shri of class 7 and I would like to know about how do American schools support students with special needs?
So the question was, what do we do with students with special needs? Sometimes we call that people who are cognitively different. Now there are two types of people with special needs. Some people who are very high achieving who have special needs, and other students who need extra time. So we have something that's called an individualized program for students with special needs. So every student who is a special needs student has their own plan, and in their own plan they look to see how they can be given more time so that they can achieve at the same level. Also, students with special needs are placed in the regular education classrooms. We call it being included in the classroom so they don't get far behind. So it's very important in the United States for all students to be successful, not just some students, not just the top students, but for all students to learn every year.
So as Dr. Barry mentioned, there's something called IEP, Individualized Education Plan. That is what is created for every special needs children. And another advantage here is every child has a personalized attention. So we really don't treat them as special. There are some learners who are normal, also has slow learning, like you don't understand some subjects very quickly. We treat them like that only. We really don't put them in a corner, say, you have this. It doesn't happen. Everybody has their own pace. It's not like one lesson happening and everybody racing towards it. Everybody is at different paces, learning at different level. It's all very personalized because there is system which facilitates all these things, right? Not only the teacher, not only the textbook, but there is a system which checks across the progress of each child. So we know, okay, let's say there's X student who has this issue, but you will also see him progressing, right? How you all progress, he also progress, but not on the same benchmark. You have a different benchmark, I have a different benchmark, he has a different benchmark. That doesn't mean we are not progressing. We are progressing at our own pace. That's the difference. So whether it's a special needs or a normal student, everybody thrives in this system. And that's how the system is designed. That's the policy of the American system itself. That's called no child left behind. Whether the child is smart, whether the child is behind, the child has special needs, the child has difficulty in learning, some cognitive disability from different socio-economical background, whatever the reason, no child should be left behind. Every child should be thriving and progressing forward. That's the whole concept behind, and that's how the entire structure is designed.
Good afternoon everyone. I am Monish from grade 8. Currently I am studying in IG board. So if a student from India goes to America to study, so if the student has studied CBSE board in India, so when he goes to America, if he suffer to cope up with the studies in America, will the student have extra supports? Or
when he goes from CBSE, complete CBSE, and going there for higher studies, you mean to say? Okay, so there is no support or anything available, but you have your own flexibility to achieve what you want to achieve when you want to achieve. So when you have that flexibility, you're not stressed. And you have all the tools which will support you to progress, as I told you. It's the same setup in the colleges also. If it is a student with a special needs going to the university, the same IEP is extended there also until they complete their education. That's the system itself in the US. So everybody has support system available, but really no CBSE students goes there and struggle and all. Okay, they all thrive. Our students are smart. It is not like no, they're going to struggle. But some students, when they know, okay, I might need more support, they do a year called pre-college year, which is the 13th year. We all do grade 12 here, right? They go there to the US, they call it pre-college year, which is 13th year. They do that, they prepare themselves better and then go to the colleges. So it depends. It's case by case, because we as a country, we are used to one policy for everybody, right? But there it doesn't work. It is done by case. It's not like one policy for everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Emima Persha of grade 6. I like science subject. How science is, especially STEM, taught in American schools. Are there any specific methods like inquiry-based learning?
Science in the American system, it gives you lots and lots of choices. Okay, so you've got your biology, you've got your chemistry, you've got your physics, yeah? And those are all linked to what we call the NGSS standards. Okay. But what the American system also offers you is the flexibility to take other STEM courses that you might not be able to take within the CBSE system. So you might be able to take engineering, yeah? You could take coding, you could take artificial intelligence, you could take things like cybersecurity, you could take more maths courses. So if you really love STEM and science-based subjects, there's such a wide choice that you could take. Things like biotechnology, agri-science. There's lots of things like that that you could take outside of your normal biology, chemistry, and physics that would help you think about what you might want to do at university as well. There are things like health science, exercise science. There's lots of things that you can do within the American system that would be really interesting if you're really interested in science. Yeah? And equally, if you're not interested in science, the American system has got lots and lots of courses that you could take that aren't science as well. And that's where it's really, really good, is you get the flexibility to take courses that you're really interested in. You might be able to take international business, you could be able to take renewable energy, yeah? You could take tourism, hospitality, catering. There's lots and lots of different things that you can take.
Okay, to explain you about the teaching methodology, how the curriculum is designed, the NGSS standard, Next Generation Science Standard, they call it. It is 3-dimensional, they call it, and they call it integrated science. How do we learn science? It's physics, chemistry, biology, right? But usually the science all interconnected. Are they separated?
No.
Tell me, biology doesn't have chemistry? We are a human, right? We are biology. Our body inside has so many chemical going on. Yes, right? You eat food, there is a chemical reaction happening for digestive system. From everything, there's a chemistry in it, and there's a biology in it. There's also physics in it.
Yes.
We walk, we jump, we run. Yes? That is what is called as integrated science. Science in American system is taught in a way all the science comes together and comes to life. You understand?
Yes,
Physics I don't teach you with furnitures and just with cars. That's how we learn, right?
yes,
But cars has chemistry? Car has chemistry? Yes? Yes or no? இப்படியா எல்லா பக்கமும் ஆடுறீங்களே. Which is? Car has chemistry. Yes, right? Car has biology. We're confused, right? This confusion would be there because it is called integrated science, which any concept you want to learn, it tells you where biology, chemistry, physical. So they call it life science, earth science, physical science. And whenever you learn anything, it is already interconnected. That's why it's called integrated science. And even the science lab is not physics, chemistry, biology. It is integrated science lab. Okay? It's so interesting because it makes science come to life every time. Yes? You ever thought human body has, because whenever you learn about human body, what topic you read under? Biology, right? What about the chemistry which happens with human? So much chemistry, right? Yes or no? Can you drink Coca-Cola with curd? After eating fish Colombo with rice, will your parent allow you to have curd? Because there is a chemistry behind it, right? And that's what we miss in real world connection, and that's what comes to life in the American science learning. That's how it's taught out also. Very good question.
Oh, no, I was just going to say that if you wanted to learn something different, there are different ways to learn that. So one is online. You can go onto your computer and take a class on these subjects. So you can learn it online. Also, after school, they have special classes that you can learn something. Whether you want to learn how to draw, learn engineering, learn about another world language, you can learn that way. Another thing that's very special and very popular in the United States is even when you're in school, you can take college classes and get college credit. It's called dual enrollment. So students who are advanced can take courses and get college credit for those courses, even though they're still in high school. So you can take, again, online courses. You can take courses offered after school on the weekends, and you can take the classes that are offered by the local colleges.
I want to know about how do American curriculum support research, particularly for school children.
So the question is, how do we support research in 5th grade for students? So almost all of our schools have something called a science fair. And a science fair is the students pick a project that they like how, what's the life cycle of a butterfly? How does a car work? And then they do a research project for that, create a document that explains what's happening, and then do research online using Google or artificial intelligence to get the background for that. So you get to choose whatever you would like to study and then make a research project on it. Then people come together with all their research projects, and they're actually judged by people coming in and giving you feedback on how well you've done and what you might want to think about. So one of the main ways is a research project in science. We also have research projects in history, research projects in English, research projects in math. But the most popular one actually is the science research project for 5th graders.
So let's say science can be taught in different way. So accreditations usually align with the school's vision and mission. Let's say your school's vision and mission is to produce a lot of interest on research for your learners. Then they can select a material for science which is called PhD science, offered by Great Minds, which is amazingly designed from kindergarten onwards. Anything you learn in science is research based. So you go to your school garden and then you learn about the plant. You learn about photosynthesis, everything on a research base. If you open that book, the book will be with boxes which is empty. Book is filled by the student. You go, you research, you observe, you come back and record. That's how the textbook itself is designed. So in this system, based on the school's vision and mission and ultimate goal for the learners, you can choose different materials available to achieve your goals.
Hello everyone, I am Sandra Disha of grade 6. I would like to know how will this curriculum help me in learning for the standard college exams like SAT and AT.
Yeah, the question is, how does this curriculum help you prepare for the SAT and ACT exams? So the SAT and ACT exams are exams that you need to take in order to go to colleges and universities. They look at that as part of their admission process. The curriculum in America is varied. However, they ensure that they hit on the subjects that are on the SAT exam as well as the ACT exam. So students in the United States or who follow the US curriculum have an advantage in taking that exam if you follow that curriculum, because that curriculum is supportive of the SAT test and the ACT test. And you can take either or both. So my two boys, when they graduated from high school, took both the SAT test and the ACT test. And they were in American high schools, and they did very well.
So basically like our 12th standard exam, right? So these American curriculum is designed to navigate yourself to attend these exams. Unlike we go to coaching centers to prepare ourselves to attend the entrance exam, right? But there the curriculum is structured in a way it funnels you down there only, right? So if you are doing American curriculum, you don't need to do any SAT coaching or any preparation because you are used to practicing that way. You can just go attend the assessment. As simple as that.
The SAT test now is given on a computer. So to get it, you have to go to a computer to take the exam. And so we give you practice taking exams using the computer in order to choose your correct answers.
Hello everyone, I am Shvesh of grade 6A in Kalvi Intercontinental School. Today I would like to ask about how did this curriculum helpful for students in digital like AI?
Very good question, very good question. So we've touched upon this a little bit already in that one of the great benefits of the American system is it gives you the flexibility to take a wide range of courses. Okay, so if you were really, really interested in AI, you can take courses in AI, coding, or you could take them in robotics, cybersecurity, all sorts of things like that. Okay, and that would help to prepare you and get you ready to go to university and help you understand those subjects really, really well. Equally, if you wanted to do something completely different and you wanted to go and be a chef, there are lots and lots of different courses that could move you that way as well. So the real strength of the American system is that no matter what you want to do, there's always a course that's available that will help you get to where you want to go in the end.
So also students are allowed to use AI and ChatGPT and Grammarly or different tools while they're preparing for their projects and works. So we encourage them to work and use digital tools towards their projects and to check what they're thinking, the thought process are right. So it is inbuilt and integrated, and not only that, there's a lot of digital tools which comes along with the curriculum, so students doesn't really have to go to Google actually.
You have told that when you are studying in schools, the college studies also have been taught. How can we manage the both studies?
So you don't have to manage anything, right? Because you have a plan for yourself, right? Let's say you take first rank. Who all take first rank here? Can you raise your hands in your class? Okay, come here. Come. Please. You're just going to help me, okay? You always take first rank? Sometimes you take first rank. After, sit. You can join me. Okay, after taking first rank, what is the next step for you?
If I have lose some marks, I need to score better than my yearly mark.
Very good. So all 5 subjects you took 100, 100, 100 out of 100. What is the next step?
I can think about my future.
How? And the same here, you can think about the future?
I can plan some.
You can plan. But in this system, there is availability for you to grow is much better. Let's say she is very good at, which grade you are in?
Grade 7.
Grade 7. Let's say, what's your name? Mufita is very good at math, okay? So she is in grade 7. She's already taking 100 out of 100 and she's completed all the concepts. She has to wait for the next year to do grade 8, right? In American system, she doesn't have to wait. She can do grade 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 when she is in grade 7 itself, complete math entirely full done. Good? Science same way. So once she completes like this much faster, where she next, ma'am, next what? I finished all my 12th standard subjects when I'm in 8th, 9th. What should I do next? You can do your college. Right? And then when you really go to the college, your friends will be just entering the college. You're already done with your college. Right? So the growth opportunity for students is much faster when you're a high achiever. Let's say, ma'am, I am not 100 out of 100 student, ma'am. I am not first grader and all. Then You know what are the subjects you're very good at. So you can finish those subjects much faster. You know what are the subjects you're not good at. You can take much more time and plan your things much better, so you don't really have to manage anything because you have a plan in your hand and you're committed to your plan. When you plan something, you plan to go to your friend house today evening for a birthday function. Will you make it?
Yes, ma'am.
Whatever happens.
But it's upon the situation.
But you will make it, right? That's when it's your plan, you will make sure it is happening out of all the odds. Yes or no? We make it, right? That's what this system can facilitate to you. Whether you're a high achiever, low achiever, or I'm somebody average, everybody has a plan for you and you will manage your own plan and your teachers will facilitate and support you to achieve it. And ma'am, this looks very complicated, ma'am. It's very easy. When you start doing it, you'll understand. Right? Thank you.
That was a great discussion and we gained more information about this. Thank you. From audience, do anyone have any question?
Ma'am, you said that a book filled with empty boxes and the students have to fill by working on it. Does the students feel stressed?
For what? You're discovering something.
Ma'am, like a 3 to 4 year kid or 5-year kid.
Yes, they are the curious. They are the most curious in the world. If you go to 3-year-old, give a car. Part by part, pirichu vechittu, idi enna mummy, idi enna akka, what is this, why this color, why this shape? They ask so many questions. You are also like that, right? When you're curious about something, you will take that into pieces and you will start discovering on your own, right? Whether this, maybe this right, or this is right, or this is right. So every answer can be right with your own methodology. So that gives you a lot of courage and confidence on your decisions, right? Research helps you become more confident individual because you are thinking about something, you are asking the question, you are writing the answer and you are telling the world this is my research.
Hello ma'am, and my question is that you said that if I am good at a particular subject, I can go to next grade. But if I am good at one subject and weak at another subject, how can I manage it?
So the subjects you are good at, you will finish much faster. So you can give more time to the subject which you are not good at, right? That helps you be more confident because you have a lot of time to do your science, which is your weak at. But where in math, you don't need one whole year, right? You are somebody who can. I have a student who just finished her entire semester math in 3 weeks. Said, ma'am, I wanted to give more time to the other subjects, so let me finish it. She finished already. Math is done for her for this entire semester. So she's going to focus on her favorite subject now, which she wants to give more time. So your learning is under your control. So you know what time you have, how many subjects you want to do, how many semester, how many credits. You have complete control over it. And when you're stuck, you come to us. We will help you, support you. There's guides, there's mentor, there's teachers, there's supervisors, and they will support you.
Thank you, ma'am.